Hey team, Overseer Justin here. Welcome back to War Games News Radio. What you're about to see are the setup episodes for Season 2 of our 2D20 live play campaign. In these episodes, we are playing a game called The Quiet Year by Avery Alder. I suggest you Google and check it out. It's a pretty cool game and you can buy it online. You'll be seeing us go through 4 seasons of a cooperative world-building game. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. And all of these events happen 10 years in the past before our characters arrive in Season 2 proper. So I hope you enjoy, and please follow along. We've taken a week in between the last recording and this recording, and I have nailed down some nomenclature and made some decisions on some stuff that I want to use. I think we're going to call the capital of the people of the land the wheel. I think I like that one the best.
Okay.
I think the wheel, as it moves around the hub, where Raj put the water wheel down, and Hub Lake, I think I like their movable capital. I think I like the wheel the best.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, we're gonna go with the Reclaimers over the Redeemers, and I landed on that for a couple reasons. The Redeemers has a little bit too much of a Christian feel to it.
Sure.
And also, like, the Reclaimers, I think gives some more credence to what they're actually doing. Like, the land doesn't need redeeming. Like, they're reclaiming it from the, like, the poison, from the disaster, from the fallout, literal fallout of war.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna go with the Reclaimers. We're gonna call it the Wheel. Also, one thing that I'm gonna do real quick is it's summer. So the wheel moves. The wheel is moving.
Okay.
They are moving to their summer hunting grounds and their planting grounds, which I'm going to put a red dot here south of Hub Lake, kind of in between Wichita and Hub City. Boom. So that's where the wheel has moved to the summer.
Okay.
Other than that, unless there's anything else that you can think of, Ryan, we are good to start up.
Fire it up.
Okay, I think Grant, you are the first pull, are you not?
I do believe that I am. A project finishes early. What led to its early completion? Or the weather is nice and people can feel the potential all around them. Start a new project. Ooh. So I think that I'm going to go with the second one. The weather is nice and people can feel the potential all around them. The wheel has moved. There is, with that, the energy that comes along with relocation. So as I'm reading this, I get to start a new project because the card says so. And then I get to separately do one of 3 things, which could include starting a project as the second half of my action, right?
Bingo.
All right. So start of the new project. I think that the Coyotes are going to set out on a mission to essentially gather meats for the purpose of dehydration, preservation into jerky and other less perishable versions of meat. And so that's going to be a project that the Coyotes, I think, are going to start, barring any overseer vetoing.
No, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and draw that sort of
the little drawing
on the
yeah. Let's make that pen size a little smaller so I'm not okay. And so the hub is this black. I think they're going to sort of be in this land. I'm going to make a stick deer is what's up.
Stick deer.
Probably not.
Stick deer.
It's a 3-legged deer with a little deer tail on it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Something like I don't know what the mutant deer are called. Okay.
Rad stags.
Of course, rad stags. How would I not know that? That's crazy. All right. I think that they are going to discover.
Oh, how long do you think that this hunting expedition is going to
totally. Let's say 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Does that seem
Okay.
reasonable? 4 weeks? Yeah,
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
They're going to discover something new. There is a threat coming in from Oklahoma, which is Legion scouting parties are coming up from Oklahoma. And there has been rumors of this on the southern edge of the territories.
Oh.
We got more Legion coming in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is there a is this kind are these kind of like ghosts? They kind of just come in or have there been any engagement with
they're not killing, they're not attacking. They are monitoring and observing. There have been some scouting parties that have gone missing, but no bodies have been found. So no, it's all rumors, and nothing has been totally confirmed. But people think it's probably the Legion.
Because the other Legion, the Legion group that's currently down there in the corner, the emissaries, their project would have just completed of spreading the word. So that might tie in well with your little incursion there.
Totally. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So the two projects that finish here, thank you for reminding me. I always forget to count down the dice.
Always blue.
Always blue.
Always blue.
Are the fact that the power lines are complete. So now the capital has electricity.
Oh yeah.
As well as the word from the Legion spreading the, I guess, gospel of Caesar is spreading through the land. Which I'm going to say gains contempt from the elders of the people of the land.
They're just racking up content.
What's that?
Yeah. They're racking that content up.
Yeah, they fucking do not like that this other ideology is now being spread in their land. So they're getting a little bit more and more hostile towards Legion presence. I think also in conjunction with these stories that, coyote scouting parties are now going missing, seen in the area as well as Legion. So cool. All right, Grant.
I think that's it for Grant.
That would be your turn. Yeah.
Correctamundo.
So, Mr. Raj, you are up.
All right, let's pick a card.
Draw a card.
Draw a card.
How do I? Oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, summer is fleeting. Discard the top 2 cards off the top of the deck and take 2 actions this week.
Oh, okay.
Read it out there, Raj.
Yeah, so let's see what the cards would have been that are going to be discarded.
So number 1, a project fails. Which one? Why? Or something goes afoul and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity. Oh boy.
Ooh.
I'm almost stoked we got rid of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, thank you.
We got the eldest among you dies. What causes the death? Ooh. Or the eldest among you is very sick. Caring for them and searching for a cure requires the help of the entire community. Shit. Do not reduce project dice this week.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
You know what? Those were pretty. If we could have gotten rid of 2, those are pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
2 pretty good ones to get rid of. Nice. Okay.
Good. Okay.
So I take 2 actions this week.
Dodged a bullet.
Yes.
That's cool.
So,
for 1 action, I believe the homesteaders are mourning the loss of their beautiful archway as a monument for spiritual pilgrimage. So they decided to reconstruct an even larger version of the archway in its memory in the same location, kind of like in the same area, but a much larger version of it. It's going to take 5 weeks to complete.
Okay, let me just put that. They're not giving up on this fucking arch.
No, that's kind of like they're not accepting it as a bad omen that says you got to leave. It's like, no, we live here and we're going to make this right again.
Okay. All right, I'm here for it.
Monument
Fuck
Rock
yes.
is rocking. Rocking. Get it? Never mind.
That's good. No.
Good.
Action number 2. What's going on at the Capitol here? I think I want the Reclaimers to try and get that water wheel operational again.
It's still operational.
Is it like partially submerged?
Yeah, the part of the laying of the electrical lines was like kind of getting it back in working order. So like that's why it took like I think 5 or 6 weeks, like repairing the water wheel. It's good to go. The water wheel is running, and the electrical lines are laid.
All right then. What if we started a refining operation at the gold mine where we discovered that rich deposit of gold?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's start mining and turning it into bullion for trade purposes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You want to start smelting some gold?
I would like to start doing that.
Get some big shinies.
Right.
We're gonna put 4 weeks for a smelting operation to get operational. Is that fair?
I feel like 6 maybe, but
6? Do it. Push it. 6.
Why don't we split the difference? Why don't we say 5?
All right.
2 big projects.
And that was at the gold mines here. You want
the gold mine?
5 weeks to get an operational mine / refinery project going.
Heck yes.
Yeah. The Reclaimers might be like maybe into that too, because like gold's a good conductor.
Yeah, for sure.
Electricity and like shit. Maybe they think that they could have some use for those materials.
Yeah, I think absolutely that the Reclaimers are going to be like all about that. However, they might be because mining and refining of metal is like a dirty kind of polluting sort of process. So it might actually, I'm not going to penalize you in time, but it might cause some stress between like the people who want to get the gold out fast and then the Reclaimers who want to get it out quote unquote right. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's dope.
Okay, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, I think Reclaimers are on site and maybe kind of annoying
Like
the
EPA
miners
style?
a little bit. Okay. Cool. All right, Mr. Rod.
They're the PETA of the Fallout universe.
What's that?
They're the PETA or the Greenpeace of the Fallout universe.
I mean, kind of. Like they've got the old lore of like pre-war, right? When like people were just fucking using resources and the ecology and stuff of the world was suffering. So I think they've got that in mind, and so are all kind of going like. If it was like a strip mining operation, they would have been like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. So if that's your turn, Raj.
Indeed it is.
Okay, I drew the outsiders arrive in the area. Why are they a threat? How are they vulnerable? Or outsiders arrive in the area. How many? How are they greeted?
Ooh.
Well, we've already got some outsiders poking around as far as the Legion. I think I might take a little bit of liberty with this, and you tell me how far it goes. Rather than being like a faction, maybe like a swarm of locusts. It happens every season, but not this intense. Wave of Cazadors head in from the west, and I think they. It's obvious why they're a threat because they're giant bugs, like giant wasps, that kill and eat everything. And they and these ones are vulnerable, I'll say, because it's like a spawning, like a breeding thing.
Okay.
So like they're like ravenous,
really giant shitty cicadas.
Totally, 100%, and they just like flock in, looking for what little like razor grain and like crops and fields that they can to try to buff up, because this swarm is just huge but like weak, and they blow into the area. And I think they actually come in from like Nebraska, and they're like less
from the north.
Yeah, they're like less cazadors, more like giant locusts, you know? Think of like Grapes of Wrath type shit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna draw them.
Yeah, go ahead and draw me those big shitty. Oh, that's a huge.
I'm going to draw butterfly locust boys.
Project reduce in value by 1 week. Okay.
I would like to hold a discussion. The Landsguard hold a summit and say that this Legion threat must be dealt with firsthand. We believe it's time for war.
Ooh. That's your statement.
Thrown down. Statement, not question. Yes.
Okay. We'll go around the horn then. I guess I'm next on the rotation. Yeah, one of the elders clears his throat and says, I do not lightly advocate to going to war, but we have all heard of how the Legion has united people in the other parts of the territories. I agree. It is time to defend ourselves from this threat.
The homesteaders, they're going to weigh in and say...
Now, keep in mind that the homesteaders are like people who abandon their post in both the NCR and the Legion.
Mm-hmm. Right. Keeping that in mind, our lives have been traumatized by bad omens all spring. A war with the Legion is not winnable. That is why half of us have left them and the other half left the NCR, who would not stop fighting the Legion. We seek peace. And all of the higher powers combined, we will hopefully get it.
You're up, Raj.
The Coyotes, they speak up. They say it's time to take it to them. We stop them here and now, and they won't think twice about coming back.
Okay. And that is the end of that discussion. But I think that the people of the land are pretty on board with going to war. Whether or not the homesteaders want to join them against the Legion, that's another thing. Okay. All right, I guess it's my turn to pull. I'm going to pull the summer card
Give
here.
her a draw.
Always pull.
Always Paul. Sorry.
Someone new arrives who, why are they in distress? Or someone leaves the community who, and what are they looking for? Okay. I actually have something for this. One of the higher ups in the Reclaimers, his name, I have it in my notes here. His name is Eugene. Eugene Many Shields is a higher up in the Reclaimers. He's going to leave the community. He's going to leave the wheel. And what is he looking for? He's actually going to be looking for he's going to be looking for the Scald. For what reason?
I was about to say, what purpose?
I will keep that a mystery.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm intrigued.
I'm going to reduce the dice here.
Drop those dice.
Drop the dice. 3, and the hunting party has 1 week left. Okay. I also get to start a project, hold discussion, or discover something new. I'm actually going to start a project. I'm going to start the Locos are going to start a project. If you remember that they stripped the Corvega factory of everything that it was worth.
Yeah.
And I think the locos are going to clandestinely start to repair train lines in the north of Kansas going up into Lincoln, Nebraska. So I think they're going to start repairing locomotive lines down into Kansas City and Topeka.
Cool.
Whoa.
I'm going to put that's going to be a big project. I'm going to say that's a 6-week project for the loco.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
That's a huge project. And then also I'm going to say as part of that project, their abundance of scrap metal will become a scarcity.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
They're going to use
They're going to use everything that they've salvaged and all the tools they got and everything from the Corvega plant to start clearing and repairing these rail lines to sort of carve out a territory of their own.
Wow. Okay. Bold move. Bold move, Cotton. See how it plays out.
It's a bold move, Cotton. And as part of my purview as overseer, the homesteaders have not really had a set set home, their town that I mentioned before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go ahead and place that now. I'm gonna say that the homesteaders base of operations is just northwest of Topeka.
Okay. Does this mini capital of theirs have a home name?
No, it does not. What do we think? What do we want to call the homesteaders?
How about something refuge? How about it's kind of like it's a refuge. They're getting battered. They've been seeing bad omens. Their arch is falling down.
Let's do this together. Who was the first Legion to arrive, having abandoned their post?
Anthony.
Anthony?
Anthony's Refuge.
Anthony's Refuge?
Cool.
Tony's Refuge?
Tony's Refuge.
Slang? Okay, yeah, I'll put that in Scrivener. A place here. I like that. Anthony's Refuge. I shy away from calling it a capital because it's not a capital. It's like a bunch of like Saudis and for our viewers at home, I didn't just say Saudis. I said so. A Saudi is a thing in Canada when people moved out west. They would in the first season before they could actually build a log cabin, they would like dig into the ground and cut out sod and literally build a like mud hut on the prairie.
There's just a bunch of Saudis.
I'm glad you made the suggest or the correction there, or the explanation, I suppose, is I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, good footnote.
Good footnote.
Good.
So it's like there maybe be a few like cabins and more permanent structures, but for the most
part,
part,
wood and scrap.
Yeah, it's like very ramshackle at the moment.
Sure.
Okay,
good.
I like that. All right, that was my turn, and we rotate back to the top of the order, which is
that's Grant.
Which is Grant.
Yes, Grant is up. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to flip that card, and I'm going to read that card out. Someone tries to take control of the community by force. Do they succeed? Why do they do this? Or a headstrong community member decides to put one of their ideas in motion. Start a foolish project.
Both
okay.
So good.
Wow.
Oh,
that's a card.
These are thick. They're both fun, but I'm going to do the second one because foolish project sounds even more fun.
I love it.
Headstrong community member decides to put one of their ideas in motion. Start a foolish project. Okay. One of the locos, a small contingent of locos that have been trying to ally with the Legion.
Yeah, the Rosalind's contingent.
Yes, the Scald. Knowing that she's being followed, Rosalind the Scald attempts to lose the tail of this reclaimer that's after her. and ends up getting lost in the hills bordering Colorado, trying to impress the locals. Sort of tries to lead this tale on a wild goose chase through the hills, and ends up getting lost very quickly.
Okay.
So
Backfire.
I'm gonna make a little maybe like a compass. It's gonna be a little compass thing here because they did not check the compass. That's what that little sign means there. That's a compass up there.
Okay. How long does your shitty project take?
How long is she missing for?
I'd say 2 weeks. Can figure it out within 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 week project of getting unlost.
I'm gonna count down these dice here because I always fucking forget. We got 3 more weeks on the world clock until something interesting happens.
All right.
And your project completes. Your hunting expedition is complete.
Dope.
Wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
I'm going to put abundances. I'm going to say that you have an abundance of radstag meat now.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Happy to serve.
Abundance of radstag meat. Alrighty. And now you get to do a action. Do you want to start a discussion?
Okay.
Do you want to discover something new, or do you want to start a project?
I'm gonna hold a discussion.
Okay.
It's gonna be some of the leaders at Anthony's Refuge are going to attempt to make a deal with the locos that they can use the train line in exchange for a ceasefire, passage through the territory mutually, and labor. That's the statement. Basically, locos, will you let us use your train line in exchange for the things that I just mentioned?
What's the question?
Well, it's a question.
Can be fun.
It's a statement to the locos. This is our offer.
All right. Okay, let's go around the horn. Next up is Ryan, then Raj, and then me.
As the locos, I guess I'll be the logo. I'm gonna do. I don't know. What do they sound like?
I don't know. What does this one logo sound like?
Yeah. We'll we could be amenable to that deal. You want to say you want to use the rails? We could use labor.
Wink.
Yeah.
Heaviest wink.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh, sorry. No. Taylor, that was my fault.
y'all want to help ship some goods? We could use some able bodies. Riding these, it's hard work.
Hey, why would we make a deal with you? What say I just kill you and get my own safe passage through the territory? Get lost, loser.
Is that another of the locos?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I think a homesteader will pipe up and say from the back, she will stand up in the back and say, they're all just going to sell us into slavery. What are you talking about? We can't make deals with lunatics.
All right. Discussion inconclusive and messy. There we go.
Well, don't you get
If
to?
you started with a question, you can end with
Yeah. Okay. Any negative action towards our people will be met with hostility, and then we'll side with the people of the land. Right now, we're staying neutral. That was the homesteader. So basically, the homesteader saying, if you take our people and fuck with them, we'll side with the people of the land, fight against the Legion and you. But right now, we're trying to stay neutral. So
they're taking a very interesting turn than what I thought that they were going to be in my headcanon.
Yeah.
They've taken this sort of like pseudo culty religious, like Switzerland vibe that I did not see coming.
They don't want to get into a war with the Legion that they just tried to get away from.
I mean, fair enough.
They don't really want to fuck with anybody.
Just want to raise their kids and raise their razor grain and fucking rad corn or whatever.
Toads. All right, next up.
Yeah.
Give me some rad corn.
Rad corn. Corn's rad.
That is some rad corn, man.
Okay, who's up now?
I believe.
I just pictured Raj in a food truck. Raj is rad corn, and he just sells like corn on the cob, and it's rad.
It's the best corn you ever had, for sure.
I will work there. I'll quit my job and I'll work there with you.
Excellent. I believe it's
not
my
even
turn,
kidding.
actually.
I believe it is. Give
There
her
we
a
go.
flip.
Flip that card.
Flip
Flip
that
it.
card.
Introduce a mystery at the edge of the map, or an unattended situation becomes problematic and scary. What is it? How does it go awry?
Man, these are good
Yeah.
cards.
We've got a
Wow.
couple unattended situations brewing.
Yeah, I
There's
guess.
a bunch of unintended situations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
shit.
tough. An unattended situation becomes problematic and scary. What is it? Well, how does it go awry? I feel like some of the coyotes sent a scouting party to the south to look at the Legion incursion, take stock of what's happening, but they were captured by the Legion. They noticed that there was like a significant amount of them. So this whole situation is turning south right quickly. But the scouting party was captured, and that's why no one has been coming back to tell anyone anything, is because there's this massive force of Legion moving northwards.
Ooh,
Okay.
that is problematic and scary.
Does that sound problematic?
Is that problematic and
I
scary
think
enough?
so.
Yup.
Yes,
That'll do it.
is. I will
Right.
say if this does continue and the Legion, like as the story progresses, Legion continues to push. I mean, I'm gonna have to push the Legion from dubiously neutral into outright hostile.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're pretty hostile, from what I
Out-
understand.
It's
Yeah, I don't
honestly-
think they're
it's-
just like a mild annoyance.
Yeah, it's your rodeo, but like, yeah, if it
It seems to be going the way of
It seems-
hostility.
it seems to be going that way. So like, yeah, if they start fucking around, you know,
Situation, and it has gone awry. I'm checking all the boxes here, man.
Yeah, it's a problematic
Roger's just
situation.
playing the card played.
Card laid, card played.
That's the one. That's right.
Card laid, card played.
Yeah.
Card laid, card laid.
Okay, Raj, you get to start a project, discuss, hold a discussion, start a project, or discover something new.
Okay, I want to start a project.
Yeah, what's up?
Where's the nexus point of this railway system that's being built? Like, where's the hub? Is there a central place for this?
Yeah. You know what? Let's say the locos operate mainly out of Lincoln, Nebraska, let's say.
Okay.
So they're building south.
Yes. My idea is I want them to start an aqueduct project to bring like fresh water to wherever they're loading up these trains for the purposes of being able to export and move large quantities of water by rail. Yeah, and they want to sell it to the highest bidder, and they got this
Ship it
excellent
back
railway
home.
system.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's
something on it.
there looks like to be a couple lakes around Kansas City and Lawrence, so like you could start it there
Yeah, like that's kind of what I was thinking. So whatever they got going on over there,
and then ship
gonna-
it back home to Lincoln.
yeah, straight up.
I think Kansas City is like over here.
Well, yeah, there's Kansas City, Missouri. Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
Kansas City. Okay, so let's say Lawrence.
Lawrence, yeah.
I
Lawrence,
believe
it's
there's
a-
also some light Fallout lore of Junction City, which is of Kansas City. It's a pretty big hub and nexus in that area.
That would make sense. That they
Maybe it
would-
goes Junction
there.
City, Lawrence, Topeka, Lincoln. So just like
Alright.
keep drawing the red line from Junction City to Lawrence to Topeka to Lincoln.
They're just spreading out on the
Yeah.
rails.
Okay, this is an ambitious project that is about to, well, in 4 weeks complete. Okay, Raj, draw your aqueduct.
I'm drawing a W for water.
Okay, how long do you think that this sort of simultaneous project is going to go on?
That's a big one. I'd say not quite maximum 5 weeks. 5-week project.
5 weeks. Okay, done.
Big moves, big moves.
Big moves. All right, Ryan, good Reverend, it is your pull.
Yes. Unos mementos. I shall pull a card. We're burning through summer here.
We
That's what
are.
she said, literally and figuratively. Here we go. A contingent within the community demand to be heard. Who are they? What are they asking for? Or a contingent within the community have acted on their frustrations. What have they damaged, and why did they damage it? Is it permanent? Okay.
Ooh.
The Reclaimers, fearing this Legion incursion, the Reclaimers decide to do a bit of a sweep and clear and investigation of the old Enclave base.
Oh, I was wondering if anyone was going to do anything with that.
They're frustrated by the inaction of the higher ups, and so they act out on this by trying to investigate the Enclave base, and they a failsafe switches, and it seals shut.
Were they inside?
I'll say there was a couple that were. There was a small, like the first maybe like 4 or 5 were through the door when someone tripped an emergency, and like I'll say it was very vault-like in design. It sealed shut, and that was they damaged the door mechanism, and it slammed shut. It is not permanent, but they don't
know how to get it open right now.
They've got people working on it, but they don't know how to open it.
Okay.
Interesting. It is not sealed shut forever, but it is really sealed shut.
It's sealed shut for a while.
For now.
For now.
Okay.
But how to get it open, your guess is as good as mine.
Okay. All right. I'm going to count down. So, Raj, your the Homesteaders religious pilgrimage site is complete. Your arch completes. What purpose it serves, I don't know, but it's done.
And it's there. And they got it.
Big.
Now they got it.
It's a it's a beautiful arch.
Is the gold mine done too?
The gold mine is done.
It is, but I think what happened was the arch, because a rad storm had hit it, right, and damaged it.
Yes.
I think what happened was the Homesteaders took scrap and anything that they could find, wood and whatnot, and sort of built the remaining art, like the damaged part, out of like their sort of addition. They made it very artistic to repair the arch. And I think that they've cleared an area around it for like temporary settlement for this pilgrimage. So it's kind of
a campsite there.
National camp. So I like
a little
that.
work town.
Yeah.
Boomtown.
Nice. Boomtown.
Boomtown.
Grant, your dipshits stop being lost, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, Rosalind the Scalded, or just Scald, is now
how does that play out?
Accidentally got lost, but because being lost left them walking in circles, back on themselves, and going all over the place, managed to get their tail super lost. Then they found their way out, and they made their way back to Haze on this map.
Okay.
Meanwhile, their tail, Eugene, I believe it was Eugene, was it Many Shields?
Eugene Many Shields.
Did not catch up to the Scald.
Okay.
And is now in the eastern part of the territories there, still looking, I guess, presumably.
Okay. I'm going to erase some of these temporary stuff, like the compass. All right, Raj, tell me what happens with your gold mine.
We successfully started an extraction and smelting kind of operation, but I don't think there's an established transport line out of there quite yet. So they've kind of found a portion of this mine where they're stockpiling refined bullion in the mines before they can find a way to get it out there in mass. It's really heavy, so they need to like rig up some sort of like, transportation mechanism. You can't just like be carrying it out there by the handful.
Okay, and how did the Reclaimers and the miners in general resolve, or was there a resolve of the tensions there, or what happened with that?
Well, I think I might have something for this as well, because as the end of my my action, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a project, and I'm going to have the reclaimers start to reclaim and repair the Little John.
Oh,
They believe that they can use it to more safely and humanely to Mother Earth remove the gold in these large quantities, because it's a fucking mech warrior battle suit of power armor style. And I'll let you, obviously, Overseer, determine how big and bad this thing how exactly big and bad this thing is.
I think Grant actually said it was like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, it's not just a regular size. It's not quite like Liberty Prime or anything, but it's it's a big one.
Okay. I think it's like 50% larger in every dimension than like a regular suit of
person, or like a regular suit of power armor.
Regular suit of power armor, yeah. It's a lot bigger.
And actually, you know what?
Twice as big.
This thing
Ironmonger from Iron Man 1, fucking Jeff Bridges' suit, how fucking huge it is compared to regular Iron Man.
And in fact, sure, the Reclaimers can do this, absolutely. This thing was leaking radiation like crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna set it a 6-week project, right?
Sure.
Like, I mean, it's like this thing is dangerous and ancient and one of a kind.
Yeah, I don't even know if you guys know like where this thing fucking came from. Like the Reclaimers, they know power armor. Like they know power armor. There's the Homes Guard wear power armor. They repair power armor. Like they know it. I don't think that they can even. Maybe many shields could, but he's nowhere to be found right now. But I don't think anybody knows what the fuck. This thing is quad core. Like normally there's one fusion core to run a suit of power armor.
Yeah.
This thing is quad core, and it's
fucking V8, V12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they begin reclaiming and retrofitting and trying to repair this nuclear bleeding machine at 6 weeks.
All right. I'm going to pull my card. Let's see what's going on here.
Pull it right off there, bud.
Summer is a time for production and the tending to the earth. Start a project related to food production. Or summer is a time for conquest and the gathering of might.
Ooh.
Start a project related to military readiness and conquest. Yeah, no, the Legion threat is too great. Especially since now, like, I think there's been a couple of Coyote escapees from the captured raiding parties.
Cool.
Like, I think I set it up in the intro session that like the Coyotes are like prized for kind of their wiliness and craftiness.
Wily Coyotes?
Wily Coyotes?
Dude.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
Fuck.
Actually, fuck, I gotta do it now. So the guy who returns is Lyle E.
Coyote.
Lyle, one of the Coyotes, escapes, slips his surly bonds of the Legion, and makes tracks back to the wheel, reporting that the Coyotes are being tortured for information and crucified by the Legion.
Oh, Legion.
So once this word gets back, I think the elders of the people of the land kind of say enough is enough and there's no time for fucking around, and start a project and mobilize their military might. I think they're going to draw everybody, like send out the word, runners and everybody, draw all the Coyotes out from the other territories to rally at the wheel, and get prepared for war to defend themselves against Legion incursion. I'm going to say that this is going to take 3 weeks.
Okay.
to sort of call the banners, call everybody in from the
3 weeks, really? I would even give it like, I don't know. That feels long.
3 weeks? All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The other projects. So 5 projects on the Little John Reclaimer project, 3 weeks on the rail lines, and 4 weeks remain on the aqueducts.
The water steal.
The big water heist.
Project Drinkins.
And the world clock counts down to 1. 1 more card pull until a world event happens. I'd also get to start a project, discover something new, or hold a discussion. I'm going to start another project. Reclaimers return from the Enclave base and get to work on a unknown project that can crack through that sealed door. Give me something to work with on this door. Do you think that the Reclaimers would think big drill or more techie solution?
I think it's probably more on the techie solutions side. Like I don't know. I kind of picture this thing as like, so not like a vault door, but more like a like Star Trek-y hangar, Star Wars-y hangar looking thing.
Okay, so
picture that.
These Reclaimers are convinced that something of technological value is in there, and they're going to get work on putting together a powerful computer to crack this code, crack the encryption code.
Cool.
They're going to get together a bunch of fucking desktop computers and link them up like PS.
LAN party? They're having a LAN party?
Party.
Okay, yeah, this is the Reclaimers LAN party.
Enclave LAN party.
They're going to have
LAN party. Sure. And I'm going to say that's a 4-week project, I'm going to say.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's my turn. Rotates back to Grant.
Grant at the top of the order. Flipping, we're running out of summer cards here.
We are.
2 left after this one. Predators and bad omens are afoot. You are careless, and someone goes missing under ominous circumstances. Who? Or, predators and bad omens are afoot. What measures do you take to keep everyone safe and under surveillance? You know what? I'm going to say the top one. Predators and bad omens are afoot. This is the homesteaders again. You're careless, and someone goes missing under ominous circumstances. Some of the laborers that the homesteaders have sent to help with the locos go missing. The homesteaders assume that the locos have kidnapped them and taken them somewhere. This significantly sours their interactions. Many of the homesteaders now calling for a war or at least retrieval of their people. Let's drop some of these dice.
Yes. All right. Project reduces to 2 on the rail lines, 3 for the big water steel, 3 for the Reclaimers LAN party, and 4 for the retrieval of
the Little John.
Also, world event ticks to 0. World clock comes down to 0, and my world event for the summer is who's feeling lucky? Who's
Raj,
feeling lucky?
Johnny. Always Johnny.
Always Johnny.
Johnny, can you roll me a 4-sided dice, please?
Can. Here we go.
Always dice.
1. It's a number
So 1. Okay. Wildfire has ravaged the north of Kansas. A lightning strike has sparked a giant grass and wildfire, which is raging unchecked now through the north of Kansas. So this factory is now toast. Anything up here? Anything?
What does this do for the Cazador population?
It's gone. Cazador's got wiped out by the wildfire. This is actually the kind of best area that it could have happened in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because 1 was north, 2 was east, 3 was south, which would have been cool too, because then it kind of would have wiped out the Legion. And 4 was the west. But
wow,
Factory is gone. Cazadors is gone. Oh, and do I give this arch the
Again?
If it's like stone and scrap metal, would it be scathed, or would they see
I don't
this
think
as-
so. I don't think so.
Maybe it
But
just gets like horrendous.
It gets charred
but,
and it
but
looks really
still
cool.
stands this time.
Yeah.
Still stand?
yeah,
That
okay,
is
that's
fine.
what happens. Yeah, it gets charred, but like because it's made out of scrap metal and everything, like yeah, the homesteaders take this as actually a good omen that like we rebuilt the arch, now
Built
it's
this
stronger.
city on rock and roll.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also because of this wildfire, the project ice on the aqueduct and the rail lines will not reduce next turn.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Rats.
And also just keep in mind that a wildfire is raging to the north.
Okay, so the Legion start the project of sending scouting parties towards the, let's say, east central part of the territories here, because they're trying to find out where the wheel is going to end up when they move for the fall.
Oh.
In the process,
Snap.
they don't discover the Little John, but they find out that there are reclaimers working on something in Dodge City, and their interest is piqued. So I'm going to put some little binocular type. This is a binoculars. They're scouting out this realm. I promise that's binoculars and not handcuffs.
Could be both.
Could be both. They're doing that, and they find everything going on at Dodge City. They don't know what's inside, but they know the reclaimers are working on something, so they're very piqued. Okay, and that's it for Grant.
Okay. Did I no, I didn't reduce the war preparations, did I?
I did that one.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So next
Raj,
turn.
it's your go. Pull one of the last cards of summer.
Oh, it's getting down to those last cards of summer, guys.
Last cards of summer.
Last cards of summer.
What a cliche. A project finishes early. Which one and why? Or if there are no projects underway, boredom leads to a quarrel. Well, there's plenty of projects on the go at the moment.
Which one do you want to finish early is the question.
Lots of choices.
You know what? I want to say there's a major breakthrough with the Little John, and they just figure it out.
Damn.
On the go right now.
Little John completes. Little John is up and operational. There is a 12-foot fucking suit of massive behemoth power armor trudging around. That was your project, Reverend, was it not?
If I may be so bold.
Yeah.
I think they get this thing working. And I think they get it working, obviously, with the intent of having it as like a worker drone, right? But just its size and capabilities, like you can't deny its combat prowess. As a final test and also a fuck you, a Homesguard warrior straps himself into this thing and goes and royally fucks up and wipes out the Legion spies that we're watching at Dodge City, to both keep this thing a secret from the Legion proper, and it's almost go time on the war clock anyway, so let's do this thing.
That's my favorite Guar album, actually.
It's almost go time on the war clock.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
It's an absolute bloodbath.
How could they defend against that? It's
Anakin killing the Sand People.
I think
it's
that
Anakin killing younglings. It's bad.
I think that garners contempt from the Reclaimers. Actually, that
he goes
and the
rogue.
Legion.
And the Legion, yeah, that somebody fucking stole this machinery, and took it out unauthorized, basically.
It was a total go rogue move.
Go rogue.
What is the name of this hero?
Yeah, who's this fucking guy?
Homesguard superhero.
Okay. This Top Gun pilot, if you will, is named Maverick.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay.
It is Thomas Maverick.
Okay. Stole the Little John.
Took it for a test drive. Buzzed the tower.
Guy spilled
and-
coffee all over himself.
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
The whole thing.
and killed Legion's scouting party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was
That was-
inverted.
That's your card. That's so what do you want to do with your action now? Raj.
I was thinking that the locos get word that there's some sort of discovery of a gold deposit. They don't know the extent of the operation, but they send a scouting party.
There's a lot of scouting parties going on here.
A lot of scouting
People
parties.
got to know what's going down.
They got to know what's going on. So the locos are sending a party down to the gold mine, and it's going to take them 3 weeks.
Ding dong, raiding party. Okay.
I'm going to draw some binoculars over here.
Ah, so many knocks.
So many knocks.
Ah, that's a bit big for a knock. I'm going to try that again.
So many knocks.
Those are big knockers.
You know what?
Go home. All right, it is your poll, good reverend. Your poll.
Tis I. Arr. Okay, let's take a look.
Last card of summer.
Last card of summer. That's my nickname in high school. Okay, here we go. Try it out. You discover a cache of supplies or resources at a new abundance. Curious.
Mhm.
Or a scarcity has gone unaddressed for too long. Start a project that will alleviate that scarcity. Ooh.
What are our scarcities right now?
Yeah,
Can
can-
you-
can I
Our
get a rundown of that?
scarcities right now are razor grain,
Yep.
scrap metal are the only two scarcities that are on the list at the moment.
Okay. Or add a new abundance. Hey.
You've got a buttload of abundance. You've got an abundance of crude oil. You've got an abundance of electricity. You've got abundance of water. You've got an
Abundance of
abundance of
food.
Mirelurks. You've got an abundance of gold ore.
You would want to get rid of that Mirelurk abundance.
Everyone forgot about the geckos. Those geckos have been fucking around.
No,
all
I was
year.
actually thinking about the geckos. I had something fun for them with the cazadors, but
Yeah, sorry, the wildfire.
yeah, you can decide if this is something that happens all the time. A herd of rad bison, for any other name, and maybe we could shop a name of them, come sweeping through the territory.
Two-headed buffalo?
Yep, they're they're big. Like they're very large. Mutated, like Brahmin style, like
Yeah,
some
yeah,
pretty
I'm into it.
nasty looking, like they're still kind of furry, but like burnt looking skin, and all that. Patchy and gross, but like big fucking creatures. Come stampeding in, and I say they come from the north. No, this is a wildfire.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna say they blow in from Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay, a giant herd of rad buffalo. Two-headed bison. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm going to add to your abundance list then just bison.
Can they have 6 legs and 1 head to differentiate them from
Oh.
Brahmin?
Okay. Yeah. Yes, they can.
Are they all
that okay?
fully, are they all
Yep.
fully operate like they're like 6
Yeah.
6 functional legs.
like
I mean,
like
they're
what's
mutantly
the guy
gross
from
too,
fucking
so,
The
like-
Last Airbender, Atma or whatever, the big flying dog with 6
Yeah.
legs?
like it's good. Like people can like hunt them and stuff, but like they're kind of fucking shit up too, because
Yeah.
like there's a lot of them.
Okay. All right.
And you tell me if this is something that happens, like it's the Great Buffalo Run every year, or this is like, oh fuck, they're back.
Yeah, no, I think that they come near this time to graze.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, in
All right.
Kansas. All about Kansas. In late summer, early fall, they come to graze before the winter hits in Kansas.
it.
So this is a known quantity. Like this is a known thing.
Cool. Okay, so I'll do that. And then as for my thing,
I'm gonna count down some clocks here.
please do.
We've got 1 turn left on the rails, 2 turns left on the Great Water Theft of the Locos, 2 turns left on the Land Party for their claimers, 2 turns left on the Gold Mine Scouting Mish, and the completion of the calling of military might back to the wheel is complete.
War clock.
I'm going to say that includes the Little John.
Oh, yeah.
The Little John comes cresting over like a very small hill, and I think the elders and the leaders of the Homes Guard are kind of beside themselves. They're like, what the actual fuck is that thing? And maybe a debate breaks out of, because the Reclaimers obviously want to use this for the betterment of like society. Mm-hmm. And I think the Homes Guard want to use it as a tool for the coming war. And I think the Homes Guard edge out and they say, listen, we're going to use it now to win, but then kind of make some promises that maybe the Reclaimers feel are like disingenuous about then turning it over for research and to better like society.
Yeah, we'll use these nuclear warheads for agriculture purposes next year.
Yeah, we'll use it for now, but like to fight these Legion guys, but then you can totally have it.
Thanks for watching this second installment of A Few Neutrons More, The Quiet Year, and we'll be back next week with the season of Autumn. So stay tuned because, as always, WGNR will be back.